We're back with another episode of New Dexter Who Dis.
Who dis?
We are about to get into episode 6, Cats and Mouse.
Moose and squirrel.
Okay, well, so what we've established is the serial killers are not yet on to Dexter, having killed one of them and put the other one in jail, right?
Well, he hasn't seen any of them yet. That's happened before the next dinner.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we don't know if they're onto him so much as they don't even know that someone's missing yet.
Right. So from what we've seen, we don't know that any of them are wise to Dexter yet. Harrison is open to some sort of relationship with Dexter, and Batista is still after Dexter. That's he is confused at the latest discovery of the watch, not with Dexter and being found to be in lady so the other killers.
Do we think Batista believes that Harrison killed in the style of Dexter, or that Dexter killed and it happened to be where Harrison worked?
I think he may be pondering both.
Yeah.
Kind of, because there was a certain point, right, when Batista told Harrison, "You're going down a dangerous path." So I think when he said that, kind of made me think, oh, he thinks that he definitely killed him.
I don't know that someone like a Batista would say already committing murder and chopping someone up into 9 pieces is heading down a dangerous path. I think he would already be like, you've already gone too far. Stop before it gets worse.
Or does he just think that maybe Harrison helped Dexter, right? Because that could be that too. But either way, Batista knows, look, this kill is familiar. I know this.
Yes.
I know this. Very familiar.
And that's my point, is I don't know that it's been established yet enough for me, or maybe I missed it, where Batista's mind really is on that specific kill.
I don't know about that specific one, but I do know that Batista is definitely on to Dexter.
Oh, I mean, that's part's obvious. That's why he's here.
Right. He's on to Dexter, even though, like Dexter said, he doesn't have anything. Like, he really doesn't. He was hoping that this kill was going to give him something, right? And then when it shows up in the news that it's not Dexter, he's just like, well, shit.
Yeah.
I'm now out of evidence, right?
That's my point. That's my whole point, is when he sees that thing, I'm, in my mind, still trying to figure out, does Batista think Harrison did it, or does he think Dexter did it? He thinks that Harrison knows where Dexter is, right? Or he believes that Dexter helped Harrison in one way or another, but I don't think that I've gotten a sense of if Batista thinks Harrison actually made that murder or not.
Yeah, maybe
that's my confusion right now.
All right, maybe not.
So we'll see where they go.
Let's get into it.
Let's take a stab at it.
So this episode's really moving along fast.
This is awesome.
Yeah, so we had a lot going on in this episode. We had the old woman upstairs passing away. He gets a cat statue.
He did get a cat statue. That's going to be a major development, I'm sure. That probably will come back again and again.
I was surprised that Harrison wanted to attend with him. So that was really sweet, that he not only does he bring a suit, but he and Dexter have a moment of learning how to tie a tie. Yeah. Nice father-son moment.
Yeah, well, Dexter was also surprised by it. Like, there was no reason for us to believe that was going on, but Dexter didn't have a black suit, and as per all TV shows, he happens to have a job where someone just happened to leave a black suit in his size.
Yep. Yeah, so it worked out. We did find out that Batista definitely thinks that Harrison killed the guest and Dexter.
And there's a very good chance that I missed something earlier or have forgotten. It's been, like we said before, a couple weeks since we were watching. 6 weeks. We've missed like a long time. So I'm glad that in this episode they really just this is what Batista believes, and I was like, perfect, because that was the one thing I was really unsure of.
Yeah.
And it could very well be that I just have already forgotten what happened in the other one. So I was happy with that.
Yeah, we've established all of that. We've found out that, the secret society, they're kind of on to the fact that, hey, you don't live where you used to live. And Dexter's he's ready to wipe them out, right? Wipe out the rest of the serial killer gang. He kind of stalks the one dude who's full of himself, gets him in his apartment somehow, which was a twist because I thought that was going to be Uma Thurman. He
didn't get him into his apartment. He wasn't expecting him to be there.
No. That's what I meant. I'm sorry. That dude just kind of...
found him. He followed him.
He followed him, but Dexter was the first one who was stalking him, so it was a good cover to say, hey, I just love you so much. I'm so obsessed with you.
Yeah, that was funny. And using his arrogance and, I should have guessed.
And then, of course, the drink swapping.
Yep. Inconceivable,
yes.
Yeah, it was the old Sicilian swap right there.
Sicilian swap happens. I was a little surprised because it's like, this is Dexter's home. His home, he's not prepared, but he is kind of the MacGyver of serial killers, right? He can figure out how to do something real fast or how to get out of a jam.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's almost better to be in his home at times because, he knows people aren't going to be walking in on him. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
The party going on above his floor is more of a cover than anything. You know what I mean?
But
he can do this, go part way. We'll see how it plays out if he always has a conversation with the guy, but is that guy going to even yell or scream? Probably not likely. And then as long as Dexter's up there soon enough to create an alibi, as it were, then in the evening he can go down there and finish up what he was doing. He can cut it up and move it along.
I'm not confident, as someone that's lived in a New York City basement apartment, that someone can't just go in accidentally. What?
Okay. The door goes to the outside.
Yeah, but there's another door on the inside, is what I'm saying. So
you think that there's another person living in the basement with him?
No, I'm saying that the owners can go down, unlock the other side. I'm just saying, knowing that the daughter had a secret place where she hid her pot, part of me is like, oh, I hope she doesn't go back to that in the back of my mind for whatever reason. That's all.
Yeah, but to me that feels like a big stretch knowing the characters that are the landlords.
Okay.
That would feel like grossly disrespectful to be like, oh, we just feel that we're allowed to walk into this place that we're renting to you. It doesn't fit their character. I would say that, we've had shitty landlords in the past that feel like they can do whatever they want. Yeah. That's not the picture that I get of these characters that are the landlords. I feel like they respect him too much to just walk in on him. But it doesn't mean they can't or won't.
Well, Dexter's always also gives the vibe of like, oh yeah, just come on in. Is the other thing where I feel like he could give the impression of whatever, store ice in my fridge. Oh yeah, you just need this.
Oh yeah, they might come down for ice, is what you're saying.
I'm just getting the impression that he's getting a little lax with this family, and the family might get that impression from him. Not necessarily that they're the ones to always barge in or anything, that they're bad landlords, but just that Dexter's coming off real cool, real open, right?
Yeah, but a lot of times that openness can actually be a bigger wall, right? If you were really closed off and don't come in, they can be what the fuck's going on down there. Where if he's just kind of like, oh, you're welcome anytime, they'd be like, oh, we would never. Oh, just trust me, you can always. And then, oh, we would never. Like, it's almost like reverse psychology. But who knows? I guess we'll see if they want to go get more ice downstairs and be like, we're just here for the ice. Is that 9 pieces of body?
Okay.
But I'm liking this one a lot so far. Mm-hmm. We haven't seen much of Kristen Ritter, Lady Vengeance.
Not yet. Nope.
Yeah, so I'm hoping more for her. If Dexter fucking kills everyone from the dinner party before the next dinner party, that'll be insane.
It will be suspicious.
A little peculiar, huh?
Everyone's skipping town. What are you gonna do? Come on. Okay, stop it.
Stop it.
Well, we had quite a twist with this one.
Twists and turns.
This one was twisty. So,
Whirly.
he gets Gemini in his apartment, right? And what happens? Just so happens he gets a knock on the door, like I suggested. Yeah.
A knock is not the same as barging in. You said they just walk on in. Just walk on in.
Okay. Well, I see. Here's the thing I had. The question I had with this kill. Why were his clothes on? All of his other kills were not wearing clothes.
I think a lot of it had to do with just the feeling of him being rushed. Because he even said, I don't even want to talk to this guy. You know what I mean? Because the party was upstairs. He couldn't do the normal shit. He laid down a shower curtain liner, left him in his thing, put tape over his face, and just went straight for the kill. Didn't have a conversation with him at all.
Which is kind of crazy because...
He was rushed. New York time, baby.
I know, but he's been in jams before, and he's never not gone through his ceremonious method exactly as he wanted it.
Yeah, but this is the hustle and bustle of New York. Take a New York minute. You gotta get to it.
Yeah, we heard his New York accent, which was hilarious.
So good.
But so yeah, he does not get caught, even though he has him in his bathtub, killed, stabbed, right? And the twist at the end was pretty crazy. That it took Dexter for a loop. I like that when Dexter's surprised and he's just like, "Ah, crap."
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, this was a good one. I like the Gemini twist, the twins and all. Like, it's fun because it is dynamic. And like you were speculating, well, the twins would have had to talk to each other about what they're doing, but they might not, realistically.
Possibly.
And does even Dinklage know that there's two?
Yeah.
We don't know that yet either. Who knows there's twins? Because even then, I want to say that the book said the Gemini killer.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, there's nothing that has insinuated that there is a twin.
That's true.
So, does
anyone else know?
Who knows? Right? Yeah, exactly. Who does know? And Dexter just found out because he killed one of them.
And Kristen Ritter's gone. She's been wiped out by them.
She killed herself, obviously. Suicide by herself.
And we do have to mention, just because, some of us have experience in prisons, like, as law enforcement, like, the detective just being told, stay put, and she's like, I'm not staying put.
I'm not staying put, and then going directly into the unit, that would never happen. It's not up to you.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. Lawyer, detective,
FBI.
FBI. You don't just have free reign in a prison, dude. You just don't. You know what I mean? Like the fact that she just followed and then they're like, wait here, wait. And then they kept putting their hand, don't go any further, but then she keep going and then someone else put their hand up. I was like, there's just no fucking way. Because at the same time, your safety, even as an FBI director or anything, is in the hands of the COs in general. So they're going to secure you. They're actually going to lock you in a room and say, this is where you are now until we deem it safe for you to leave. Yeah. And if you say, well, I've got my gun, I'm going in there. No. That's just not an option. It's not on the table. So, yeah, that whole part with her and then her being on the run, I was like, that's stupid. But whatever. That's movie magic.
Movie magic. However, we know that that's not how that would have gone down, but it's fine.
Especially Batista's theoretically retired.
Yeah, he shouldn't even be like...
No, he wouldn't have the same clearances and then be all the way up. Sorry, sir.
But yeah, so Kristen Ritter's gone. Kind of a bummer because you did want to see a bit more of her.
I wanted her to say anything.
Yeah.
From the moment she got caught, we got one sentence and that was it. And I was like, all right.
She had a couple episoes. But yeah,
she got arrested.
Yeah, she had like two.
I'm saying, from the arrested, she had 2 lines. And that was it. And I was like, well, I was hoping she'd say something.
Yeah,
But
Yeah, so we're gonna see, right, what this group is gonna do. Are they gonna start getting wise to Dexter? Are they not? Does he just get lucky and, hey, this guy is a twin, it's fine?
Yeah, I really want to know. I want to get to the bottom of how much Dinklage knows, and I also, again, all of our speculation has been wildly wrong so far. But I do wonder if they do all start getting killed, and it turns out that Dinklage has made a trap. He's made a spider web for which the Dexter serial killer can feast. That might be something that character might be into. And that could be a very interesting dynamic if he goes, I think you're killing all of my serial killers, and I don't think that's your style, but it does sound a lot like another style I know, and he might call him out. I think it'd be a hard picture. And then, I am. And then he goes, what if we work together? And now I could be a part of the murder. Because remember, he wants the pictures of the moments before. He wants the artifacts.
He wants to do everything but the kill.
If he could be the voyeur to the Bay Harbor Butcher by setting these traps and bringing in these serial killers... That's like a win-win in a sense, and I wonder if that's a direction they will take it. I think it's definitely a direction they could. We've been very wrong about everything else.
Sure.
But that could be a fun dynamic. Especially because Harry even said in this episode, or was it last episode? He goes, you know what happened every time you've worked with someone before.
Yep.
Yeah. Which is true, but he has, historically, had many times of trying to work with other people.
Yeah, but those people want to be all up in the actual process.
Sure, this would just be a different dynamic. I'm just saying that we know that he has worked with many other people before. Mm-hmm. And it's always gone wrong, but he always tries again. Usually because of his wiener. But this one might not be wiener-centric. Will you...
And I did think it was interesting that, Harrison... has another thought of killing.
Yep.
Right? When he gets angry, that's his first thought, right? Of just how he's going to murder this person.
Yep.
But he doesn't. He doesn't kill the landlord. Even though, he feels like it would have been right, just.
He felt justified.
Yeah, he felt justified. But Dexter explaining, like, no, you're actually more like Deb. Like, I thought that was nice to kind of bring it back to, like, the family and be like, look, we're not all like me.
Yeah, it's true.
So giving him that sort of hope of, like, look, Deb had a lot of fuck-ups in her life, but she was still a good person, and she always tried to do good.
Yeah.
I thought that was nice. I don't know how much that's going to actually help. I don't know how that's going to help Harrison, really.
I don't know, yeah.
Because he doesn't really have an outlet.
Nope.
He's got no outlet. He doesn't really have any sort of inkling of where he wants his life to be, what he wants to do. So he's just feeling really lost. And I don't know if Dexter's giving him as much guidance as he thinks.
Yeah.
He's trying.
I know, and it does make me wonder with the way that he was sitting there going like, oh, when I get mad, I wanted to. Mm-hmm. How long before old Dexter just goes full on Palpatine and just starts going, let the hate flow through you, boy?
I think he's already gone that route. I think trying to help him, help him be a better murderer. He's tried to do that route and it didn't work. He doesn't feel comfortable with it. He doesn't want to continue with that.
Well, I mean, as of right now. He really wanted to fork that guy.
Yeah, but he's also recognizing, look, I got some anger issues. And is that the same as premeditated murder the way that, it always was for Dexter?
Sure, but for Dexter, it was never an anger issue for one.
Yeah.
Because he was actually, without emotion to begin with.
Right.
But also Dexter has set and shown a precedence to him now that, look, you could do this for 50 years. You know what I mean? He's not showing, if you don't do it, you get punished. He's showing, hey, you could super get away with this. You know what I mean? So, we'll see. He might. Just because it didn't go well the first time doesn't mean that the conversation's not going to keep coming up, right?
Yeah.
Well.
But overall, really good episode. these last two have been great in moving the story along. I really I like the twists and turns because we don't know where it's gonna go next.
Yeah.
They're throwing layers on real fast.
Yeah. It's weird because it did feel like at first I was like, this doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
And then immediately starting episode 5, it feels like the dial just clicked in and we were.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like maybe we dialed into where they were trying to take us. Maybe we were fighting upstream for a bit, right? I don't want to say that anyone, because it was different than how I would or how I envisioned anything, doesn't mean that's the wrong or worst way, right? I'm not trying to say that by any means, but I do wonder if we were not on the same page as the directors and the writers and stuff until episode 5. I think maybe we finally all got it caught up, and it's all like, oh, we're all talking the same Dexter now. Yeah,
now we get it.
Yeah.
I did. What's funny is I turned to Marsh and right before Dexter goes to kill the guy. Gemini. Yeah. I'm like, what? First off, he's wearing clothes. He's not prepared. This is not the right place. And it's like, and then sure enough, the landlord coming down and looking at the curtain, I was like, ah. Yeah. I mean, I loved it because he is the MacGyver of.
Yeah, that's the predicament. He's got to weasel out.
He's got. But I like Dexter talking to himself and saying I have to be more careful.
Yeah.
Because he is now turning into Harry. He is now, because that's something that Harry would have said. Harry would have been like, "No, it's dangerous, Dexter. What are you doing?"
That's true. In the original series, he was always popping up when he thought he was fucking up. Right? Yeah. He was always like, "What are you doing? You can't do it like this. You can't."
Yep.
And he was like, "Trust me, I'll figure it out."
Yeah.
And then, like we said, the last couple of episodes, he's kind of showing up being like, "I don't know. That was good, right?" And you're kind of like, "What is he even saying?" And now Dexter's all like, "Whoa!" I'm like, "Yeah, where's Harry?" Just sitting there shaking his head like, "Psh,
I told you."
The fuck popped up 10 minutes ago and said something, then pops.
Told you.
You just saw I already knew you were messing up.
I mean, because part of me is like, yeah, that would kind of make sense because it was very non-Dexter for him to just feel that rush and feel like, okay, now's the time.
Yeah.
But part of me was just like, oh, I did not think he was going to go for a kill.
I mean, he was put in the situation. That guy broke into his house.
Sure, right? But so, he was schmoozing with him. That guy, he had no reason to think that dude was going to attack him.
That's true. He could have schmoozed him and said, "I'll see you
later.
Yeah.
See you later," and all's good. All right, he's just a fan. Cool. I had no reason to think that that's where it was going to go.
Yeah.
So when I saw him, get the shot, the syringe out, I was like, "Wait a minute, what is this?"
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it. That's all.
Yeah, and I think that it was just a opportunity, crime of opportunity.
Yeah, but at the same time, if this guy's always been known to, like everyone else, follow the rules, right, of the code of the group.
As far as he knows, I mean,
right?
He's met them all once.
That's true.
So that's what I mean. This whole dynamic is. I'm really surprised at how quickly he's barreling through those guys. Because I thought that was going to be almost like season for season. You know what I mean? But this is just he is running through them. The Dinklage has got to be all like, we're down 80% in a week. So.
Yep. But yeah, overall, liking what's happening. Real excited to see the next episode.
Yeah. I haven't been able to catch anything in the past couple that have made me even question anything, or does that seem right, or is that historically or canon accurate, or whatever. This has been, they've been showing clips from Original Sin.
Yeah, I like that.
Which was really cool.
I like that.
It makes it even more of a shame that show's going away.
Yep.
Because what a great way to utilize that. You could also just always constantly juxtapose those if this both series kept going. This is him having flashbacks to last month's season 3 episode. You know what I mean?
I also like the flashback to original Dexter and the fact that they finally, like they briefly mentioned Hannah, but this last time Harrison was like, no, like I remember Hannah, because it's like, yes, we have to acknowledge that Hannah was a huge part of Harrison's life. Like it was probably the majority of what Harrison remembers about his childhood. Like he remembers very little of, you know, his actual mom, and most likely the majority of Hannah, because Dexter left him with Hannah. Yeah. Like, yeah, absolutely. So I really like that they acknowledged Hannah, because she was big. She was big in Dexter's life. Like, I know they always go back to, you know, Rita, but at the same time, like, Hannah was also huge. Hannah was a major part of his life. Major character in the show for like the last several seasons. And she was huge because she knew who he was. You know, like they were they were both killers. So it's, I mean, I feel like that shouldn't be ignored from his history. Yeah, and you know? It's not. I mean, they may not dwell on her, but they just give the nod of like, the Hannah thing. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I feel like it's been rolling in a really good way, and I feel like they've been utilizing the other shows in a really cool way. And again, a shame that Original Sin's not coming back, because there's seeing how they're utilizing it here. There's a lot of meat on the bone there. Even if the Original Sin show's not perfect or anything, at least they could almost be filming for each other, right? Like, so bouncing off, but let us know what you guys thought of this episode. And we will catch you on the next one. Yeah, I'm gonna take a stab at it. Killing it.